The world map of RuneScape is divided into over 400 game chunks, each filled with skilling challenges, bosses and minigames. But what if you were to complete RuneScape by doing absolutely everything there is to do in a chunk, one chunk at a time, armed only with an alarming amount of spare time and weaponized autism? This is Xtreme Onechunk Ironman. Hi there. You're probably wondering why I'm getting humped by a giant earwig. Well, it has everything to do with last episode's junk roll. But you guys know me, I've never weaseled my way out of a grind yet, and I'm not gonna start now. So this is how I'm gonna get all the Kalphighting drops, including the pet. But before we get started, it's Raid Shadow Legends. One of the best rated games on the Play Store and 100% free. Choose from hundreds of champions you can use to fight in epic battles whenever and wherever you want. One of my favorite things to do in Raid is fighting the good fight in the many dungeons Raid has to offer, using strategy and my best champions to come out on top. A new champion, Ninja, who you might recognize, is also available right now for free. He's a super limited edition champion, so he's only available until October 15th. So you really want to start playing soon. And this month, Raid is releasing a ton of new clan features and improvements, with new clan quests, with benefits for you and your clan, a brand new clan shop, new champions, which are useful for collecting shards in the Doom Tower, and of course, a load of events and competitions for you to take part in. If you want to get a huge head start in Raid, all you have to do is click the link in the description or scan the QR code right here. New players will get an epic champion, Shonoru, who's amazing in the Doom Tower, 200k silver, 1 XP boost, 1 energy refill and 1 ancient shard so you can summon an awesome champion as soon as you get in game. You will find your extra rewards here in your inbox for the next 30 days only. So a big problem I ran into while testing Kalphighting is that you can't actually flinch the KQ with magic. If you do, you'll just get hit. For some reason it's only when you hit, not if you hit a 0, but when you hit, it hits you back. Which is kind of a weird mechanic. It's probably bugged. Alright, sorry. But the second phase is going to be the hardest part of this challenge, especially because it despawns after 20 minutes and I'll have to start all over again. But the first phase is not too bad. I'll just need a crush weapon. And the only good crush weapons are of course from the rare drop table of Kalphite Guardians, a rune two-hander or a rune battle axe. Either would be fine. Last episode I killed a few, but I didn't get anything good. So let's hope that I hit that drop rate of 1 in 5000 for a rune item. But still, I'm going to have to melee the second form, and of course it prays protect for melee, so that's going to be extremely hard to get. But when I get some kills in, I might get some weapon poison, and maybe a dragon two-hander, and that will speed up the kills immensely. So I just need to get through those first kills, get some gear upgrade, and yeah, keep grinding. Especially the weapon poison should be very handy, because it does like 100 damage over 8 minutes, and that's almost half the HP of the second form. Alright, so I'm just using my rune shortbow and bronze arrows right now, because I don't have anything better. I don't have any runes or even anti-poison, which is another big problem. I get poisoned all the time, and yeah, it is pretty serious poison. Starts at 6 and that will deal 100 damage over the course of its run. So yeah, I did get a rune bar last episode. It's not really useful right now, but it is on a rare drop table, so that's a good sign. But yeah, one kill of these takes like 3 minutes, which is pretty long, but it's doable. And these are also the only monsters that I can get to that have access to the rare drop table, so I'll have to stick with them. When I kill Kalphighting, I might be able to get a magic shortbow, but that will be later. Now first I have to get that rune two-hander. I should get 70 ranged any minute now. There it is. Pretty good. A high range level is not too handy for me right now, but it never hurts to get some levels. But it does mean that I'll have to train my combat stats elsewhere, because they're really low right now, just 70 strength and 65 attack. but I guess that's not really a problem. I'm also still limping Slayer, trying to get to level 20 so I can get all these Slayer monsters, or most of the Slayer monsters in the Limpwurt Swamp Caves. You get some useful items from those, but that will be a long process, maybe takes months to get all of them. These things do drop a lot of alcohols like rune chain bodies and rune meta helms, which is pretty good because I'm really broke at the moment. I think last episode I had 12k in the bank, so this could be a nice rebuild. And because food is a bit of a problem for me because I can't fish, yeah, I'm buying kebabs one at a time. Pretty shit food, because you never know what you're gonna get, but it's the least effort at this moment. Just hit the rare drop table, 1 in 8,000, 45 law runes. Even rarer than the rune items, but a lot less useful. Wow, a rune kite shield, 1 in 16,000 on the rare drop table. Not too lucky though for Kalphighting Queen, because I'm probably gonna use a two-hander. If not a rune, it will be a dragon. So yeah, nice drop. Maybe useful for training, but not much else. And another crystal key part, pretty cool. If I ever get to the crystal chest, it's going to be a field day, man. From now on I'm taking some law runes and a fire staff to the Kalphites, and I'm just gonna high alch all these rune chain bodies so I can stay a little longer here, don't have to reset my aggro. And I can get a lot of nature runes from the Limpwurt Swamp Cave, so I don't have to be conservative with them. And here we go, level 75 range, very nice level, and we can now wield the Toxic Blowjob. Alright, so just died from poison, but level 2 Slayer. And apparently I also had some iron ore stored in Dead's covers, so I just reclaimed that. Level 90 hit points. Pretty nice side effect of training ranged here, that is that I get some hit points XP, which might be handy in the Kalphighting Cave. Yes, here we go. Rune two-hander. Awesome. Got a 56 crush bonus, 75 slash. That 75 slash is gonna come in handy against the second form. 1 in 5,000 drop rate. And let me check, we actually only have a little over 1200 total level, so I got it relatively quickly. Awesome. Yeah, let me just train up my attack and strength stats a little bit, and then I guess I'm ready for a Kalphighting Queen attempt. Alright, so I'm going to teach you guys some Limpwurt Swamp Cave top tips. You have to go to this absolute scammer and get 3 candles instead of 1, because you can actually do a little trick with them. You see it's really dark in here, you can't really see anything, but if I light these other 2 candles, it becomes brighter. And you can actually see what the fuck you're doing. And also, these wall beasts, if you run from one tile across them, they don't attack you. Which is also nice because I don't have a spiny helmet. And of course, the candle trick is nice because I only have candles available right now. Most people have bullseye lanterns, so this might not be very handy, but for restricted accounts it might be pretty handy. Alright, so there are 2 variants of frog in these caves, giant frogs and big frogs. The giant frogs are pretty tough, as you can see, they're actually demolishing me, which is a shame because their drops are way better than the big frogs, especially with nature runes. They drop a lot more nature runes, on average like 1 every kill, which is huge for me, but I guess I'll just do big frogs. Alright, so here I am training at frogs. I'm getting like 19k XP an hour here, but normally that evens out to like 21k, which is like almost double what I had on my man grind. So definitely making improvements. But of course an adamant scimitar is not the fastest. Mystery box, let's see what I get. An onion. I'm almost never lucky with these. Alright, these frogs actually have pretty good drops for me, like a lot of talismans also, and of course cosmic and nature runes. But the talismans are gonna be very handy later on, when I have to do rune crafting. And yeah, I have a lot of earth talismans, especially Actually, let's see how many I have. Actually, 8,000 Earth Talismans. That is a lot. Also cleaned up my bank because it was triggering my odds. 75 strength. Very nice. I'm gonna go to 80. And then I'll have to see how high I'm gonna go with attack. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go for 75 or 80 for the first few attempts, but higher would be better. Nice donation from a maze random. Arrows are always useful. And of course the chaos runes. And even more randoms. Uncut diamonds, nice crafting XP. Here we go. 91 hit points. Pretty nice level. I might even reach 92 in the near future. Alright, 80 strength. I'm done training strength right now and I'm going to attack. I've decided that I can no longer wait too long before I do Kalphite Queen. So I'm only going to go to 75 and then I'm going to try it. For Snapdragons, I can get these from Kalphite Queen, so randoms are no longer the only source. Damn it, I missed a level, but yeah, 70 attack. Let's go for it. Level 4 Slayer. At level 7 I can kill cave crawlers and get some bronze boots. Pretty good item. Alright, I have killed over 18,000 big frogs. Pretty huge number. Got some nice items along the way. A lot of runes. But yeah, it's time to end this little grind and get 75 attack. Here we go, 75 attack. Not too high of a stat for Kalphite Queen, but I'm really anxious to give it a shot. But what do I actually want to get from the Kalphite Queen? What will help me in completing this challenge? Well, almost all the consumables are really handy right now. Only the Sarah Brews and ranging potions might not be handy because I'm just going to be saving the Sarah Brews. But yeah, restores and prayer potions I'm going to be using for prayer, little prayer boost, super combat, really handy, and super anti-poison would be amazing because I don't have any anti-poison as of now. For the weapons and armor, Dragon Two-Handed Sword will be very handy. Rune Knives, poisoned, not, because Kalphite Queen has a really high range resistance, and spears are way more effective in poisoning. If you're poisoning with a spear, you have a 1 in 4 chance of inflicting poison, and with ranged you have only 1 in 8 chance, so a spear would be much handier. Runes and ammunition would be very handy, just to have maybe to do some AFK Kalphite Guardians. That would help a lot. Herbs and seeds are not really useful for me now. Resources, yeah, the magic locks of course for a bow, also for Kalphite Guardians, might be a little bit faster. And the weapon poison is going to be extremely helpful. If I don't get a dragon spear, I'll get a mithril spear from big frogs. I'll poison it and I'll try to poison the Kalphite Queen every run at least 2 times, so that would give me a big boost. And a rare drop table, of course. A little side note on a rare drop table. I did a poll the other day and over 5,000 of you voted on it, I believe, and we established a new rule for the rare drop table. I don't actively have to hunt for the rare drop table, so I don't actually have to hunt for a dragonstone or a dragon spear. But if I get it, I have to use it in skilling challenges. So if I get a dragonstone, I'll have to use it to make a glory. But as of now, I haven't gotten one yet and I probably won't. So yeah, that's the new rule. And a lot of you seem to be happy with it. If you guys would have said, no, just get every item, I would have done it. But apparently you guys don't think that is necessary. So that's alright with me. Alright, here's the gear setup for KQ. And I'm gonna say it, it's absolute pleb gear. You know, everyone doing Kalphite Queen has at least a toxic blowpipe or something. Dragon Warhammer is almost required, but yeah, I'm gonna flinch it in this plebeian's gear. But it has to be done, and as I do Kalphite Queen, I can get some nice upgrades. Dragon two-hander, for instance. So yeah, I'm gonna get some pots. I have a lot of strength potions saved up from Jackal randoms. And attack potions, you can get those from the chests in maze randoms that nobody ever opens. But I do. And good that I did, because I'm going to need some accuracy bonus for these first few kills. Got a strange fruit to cure poison after I'm all set and I have it trapped in a corner. Alright, let's do it. Let's try for the first kill, and I'll have a little voiceover explaining exactly what I'm trying to do. Alright, when you try to enter the cave, you have these two Kalphite Guardians, and you have to grab their aggro, as I'm doing right here. I did turn on Protect from Magic in the beginning. It wasn't really necessary, but I put it on right now again, trying to lure the Kalphite Queen to the back. So I'm going to stand here in the corner, and hopefully the Kalphite Queen doesn't get stuck and walk this way towards me. There she is. And then I try to push the Kalphite Queen into a corner and behind the Kalphite Guardians. Only I really messed up. I was trying some really weird things. You see, I tried to get it right there, but then the Kalphite Guardians are on the wrong side. So yeah, this attempt really kind of failed. I failed to get it stuck properly, and I had to return later. So this failing continued for a while, until by sheer luck I got it stuck in a back corner, which wasn't optimal, but it worked, and I did manage to kill it and get some Wines of Zamorak, which are not too handy, but it is a start. The first kill has been done. But I have to say that this kill was more luck than anything, and in the kills that followed after this, because as I am recording this, I have a KC of 30. I perfected my strategy a little bit, and I got a perfect lure almost every time. And I'll try to explain my optimal flinching strategy in the next video, and maybe you guys have some notes on that, or something I could improve maybe. But yeah, it's been a pretty steep learning curve. In the beginning I only took my element blade legs and rune chain body, but now I actually have some prayer gear, because I'm not getting hit when I'm flinching Kalphite Queen, so I might as well just have some prayer gear on, and it allows me to do a lot more prayer flicks with ultimate strength and whatnot. So yeah, that's sped up the kills a little bit, but I am, as I am recording this, still 75 attack, so I'll have to improve that. But that will have to wait for next video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry for the long wait, and I'd like to give a special thank you to the following channel members for making this all possible: aka Roommate, Luke, Gaming Decoded Lar, Reap What I Sow, LP Kellner, Jack Bunyan, Tyler Contrino, The Akbars, Bostomi, Belial, Dazzle, Robert Pater, Kevin Erdman, Nia Naro, Wardakis, Eden Popovat, Trion, Marlena Turk, Zurno and Reese Bender, as well as the other channel members you can see on screen now.